Hey, I'm Lou Brutus. We are backstage once again from Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio. Parkway Drive's Winston McCall is my guest. I hate to start on a bad note.
A bad note?
But you guys, prior to this, were in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What the fuck did you do to those people? The city of Milwaukee has been laid waste.
Laid waste.
It's like burning, like Godzilla was there. They're bleeding from the mouths and the eyes. What did you do? What did you do?
What was the flames in the rear vision mirror when we were driving away? That was a wild gig, man. They did it to themselves. I've been told the venue is haunted, so ghosts could have had something to do with it.
You must have played there before, though.
No,
Eagles
we've
Ballroom.
never.
Oh, how could you not have been there before?
I don't know, man. Just unlucky. But it was a banger. Like, the whole tour's been wild from, like, start to finish. But, like, Milwaukee turned out last night. It was like watching kind of, like, a smiling zombie horde crawling their way to the front of the stage. So yeah, it was a really, really good one.
You know, and I think there are many things at play for this, but maybe two. One is the fact that I think you and Killswitch have just fed off each other, and then a second part of it, and you can espouse on these as you like. The way that room is designed, it feeds the energy to the stage. So first, talk about Killswitch, because they're an amazing band.
Killswitch are legends, man. That's the thing. Like, they're one of the bands that literally inspired us to start and have never dropped the ball. And to be in the position where we get to do like a co-headline tour with them, and like this is the last of a round the world leg with those guys. Like, we took them out in Australia and Europe, and then doing it here as well. Every single night, like whether we're closing out or they're closing out, it's such an awesome vibe with those dudes. We get on so well, and their songs are like, they're classic. Like, when you hear them play, it's like, I know this one, I know this one, I know this one, I know this one, I know this one. By the time it's like, it's gig time, it's just like, you gotta bring it. You really gotta bring it. Which is
it's very important for us not to suck.
That's
right
it.
Now.
It's like, all right, everyone's making sure we're not gonna be shit. So, but it's great. It elevates the whole thing, and I think the vibes that that both fan bases have is quite similar in the sense of, it seems like as soon as Killswitch play, everyone is up for it. Everyone wants to sing. Everyone wants to have the best time. And I've always got that impression from Parkway fans as well. And this tour seems like it's brought two fan bases together into just what happened in Milwaukee last night, basically, which has been really good vibes. Like, it does just lift the whole thing up to a point where the show can't really stop. It just has this momentum. Like, even when you finish playing a song, everyone's screaming. The crowd surfers keep coming. People still keep moshing, and it's like, all right, the evening continues, we'll just shut up and play. So, yeah, it's nice.
Hey, folks, there's a band over
here.
Hey,
continue on with what you're doing. We'll just be doing a thing on stage.
And again, to continue the thought from earlier, the Eagles Ballroom, where the gig was, it's one of my favorite rooms in all of the U.S. and Canada. Can the physical makeup, the physical design of a room actually focus energy in a good
100%.
way?
100%. Like, it's like a rotunda kind of thing. It's such a vast area, and it's quite wide in comparison to, like, to deep. So.
Parkway Drive and Thunderdome!
Thunderdome, yeah.
How perfect.
Yeah, there you go. That would work damn well. But yeah, it does. It reflects everything back in, and like the fact that it does have a top tier, but it's only one and it's set far back. It gives me a Coliseum kind of feel, which is nice, and it's the kind of place that everyone gets. It seems to just it focuses it all in from so many different angles rather than just being straight ahead. It's like you're playing like this, which is a big thing. When everyone's sending it straight back at you, it means it's coming from like 270 degrees or something, rather than just like straight ahead. So yeah, it's good. Amazing
stuff. Now then, I know you have been very excited the last day or so for the new Slipknot tune.
Yeah.
Tell me your thoughts about it. So where were you when you first heard it? I guess it was getting ramped up for the Milwaukee gig.
It actually was. It was like, wake up.
That explains it
all. Wake up, yes. Yeah, there we go. Slipknot's to blame. Blame it all. It was, like, I've been waiting for it, and I didn't even know it was coming, to be honest. And so I woke up and was like, new album, new song, new masks, new cover. Just overload. It was literally like eating cereal for breakfast, jamming out Sainted, and watching the music video, and it's awesome. Like, it's nice. It's always nice to have something new from a legendary band,
Yeah.
a band that like I and the rest of the band have so much respect for, and are so creative as well. Like there's bands that bring out new tunes, and then there's bands that bring out like a new era. And entering a new Slipknot era is always so much more than just like the song that's coming out. Like the music is fantastic, the visuals are fantastic, the masks are wild. Like it still leaves questions like, what the hell is the rest of it going to sound like? But like on top of it, like I'm saying it's a jam. It's an absolute jam, and I'm stoked. Like the choirs at the start of it, like it's got these new little elements, but the same like grit and dirt that you want. So I'm all about it.
You know, I did not look far enough into your itinerary and schedule, but it has probably come across your feed that Slipknot is touring with Metallica in Australia.
Yes.
Are you going to be home for that?
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, when that got announced, I think my wife heard me scream from like the bottom of the yard. It's like, kidding me?
What's the matter?
Does the rest of the world ever get a gig like that? Like, here's the other thing,
Including Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween is one of those gigs.
I've never seen Metallica. How's that? I've never even seen Metallica as well. So I get my first time seeing Metallica, but also Slipknot. And I'm pretty sure is the album out by then? I think it is, isn't it?
Oh yeah. The album will be. Yeah, the album's coming out August, the day before they play a hometown gig, which I'm going to, Des Moines, Iowa, the Iowa State Fair,
Jesus
which the band has
Christ.
wanted to play since they've been a band. I've told everybody, with no disrespect meant to any other bands, if I went to one gig this year, it would be Slipknot at the Iowa State Fair, with the second gig right behind it being Metallica Slipknot in Australia for Halloween.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Fairly excited for that gig. I anticipate a good time.
Now, on this last run you did with Killswitch, you mentioned you were all over the place. Did you get to do any surfing anywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, where? Tell me where.
Two. Probably the places you wouldn't expect. Under the Golden Gate Bridge was like
cold.
Freezing.
And
First
also
day tour.
the very dangerous currents there too, right?
Oh yeah. It was pretty wild to watch. It was, to be honest, the waves weren't great, but I just was like, we're paddling out because this is going to be just weird. And like sitting under this bridge with this huge wall of cloud in front of us, and there was massive like ships coming out of the straight in front of you. You'd be sitting there and it's just and like 20 million tons of steel drives out of the
and
fog.
Alcatraz in the
Alcatraz is
background
there. It was like sitting in a Godzilla movie and then occasionally catching a wave. Seals popping up. So that was it was pretty weird. And the other one was like Waco, Texas. Yeah. That's the face that we pulled as well. What and
Waco.
how? Yeah.
I'm pretty good with maps.
Yeah.
I don't recall an ocean near there.
There's not. There's a wave pool. There's like a
real good one?
Really good one. It's like we've now entered the era for us growing up as surfers, wave pools were things that you dreamed about which didn't exist. Imagine like a place that pumped out perfect waves, and it just didn't happen. And like a couple of years ago, someone cracked it, and they set it up in Waco, Texas, middle of nowhere. Like we played our Dallas show, but
there's the university there. I mean, there's stuff around.
There's
Waco,
stuff there, but it's not even in Waco. It's like there's not even a sign on the freeway for it. You literally pull off the freeway onto a dirt road, drive 15 minutes through some farms and this backwater place, and you end up at like this water world kind of joint with a pool and a beach, and you walk in, it's just like a lake, and then they turn this machine on, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, surf. And we just lost it. It was so sick. We surfed our guts out. We're surfing until 11 p.m. at night. Like, that's the awesome thing. They got floodlights. It's like a stadium. And, like, the sun goes down. They're like, lights on, waves continue. And we're like, okay, cool.
Play some Slipknot.
They did. Dude.
Honest to God.
That's the thing. You get to control the playlist as well. They're up in the lifeguard tower going, what do you guys want to hear next? Slipknot. What do you guys want to hear next? Pennywise. It was the most bizarre, 6 hours of my life.
Oh, and Pennywise, did you play... This is really a stab in the dark. Did you play any of the Pennywise Beach Boys covers while you were surfing?
I did not know that's a thing.
Oh, the music for our Ocean Mother compilations they did.
Out. I didn't know that.
Get around. I have them on my phone. After we're done with this, I will play them for you. I carry them with me at all times.
Guaranteed good times.
Absolutely, always.
Yeah, so that was us. That was that's been our surfing so far.
Well, you know what? The next time you get up from the area where I grew up in New Jersey, the Jersey Shore, Manasquan, New Jersey is a great spot to go.
Last tour. The rest
Did
of the boys hit it.
In Manasquan?
Yeah, the last tour.
That was my beach growing up.
Yeah, it was the last tour. We had 2 days off between like Jersey and Mass, and the boys went straight down there. There was good surf.
Oh, like, right on.
That's why we bought tour boards on this tour, because they had to like hire them or something. Like, Jersey was pumping. We got to bring boards next time. So everyone shipped all their stuff over this time.
See, if you're gonna tour, do it right. Right. Other bands are bitching on these interviews about, oh, it's so hard out here. Parkway Drive, we fucking surf.
Get some surfboards. Problem solved.
One last thing. I believe you guys are going to do as a single, Shadowboxing.
Yeah.
Tell me about the tune, because it's arguably one of the best things you guys have ever done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most interesting things we've done. Like, the idea was getting the lightest and the darkest aspects of the band and kind of slamming them together in a way that wrong-footed you the whole time. Like, it's got the most melody we've ever done. It's the first time I was singing as clean as possible. But then the choruses, when it slams, it really, really slams. And it has that, like, 0 to 100, then back to 0, then back to 100. So you get put on the wrong foot the entire time. Yeah. So it keeps you on your feet. And that was basically the entire idea for the thing. And came out exactly how we had it planned in our head, to be honest. And it's nice to be able to bring it as a single and to be playing it on stage and stuff, because it really adds a nice dynamic to what we can create as a band. It's hard to marry light and dark together in a way that really works to the maximum degree at both sides of the spectrum. And when you get it right, it makes you feel good. Yeah,
without it sounding too cut and paste.
That's it. Yeah, that's the thing. And like having choirs in there and string sections in there and stuff like that, it adds these layers to the band's actual identity as well, which is a really important thing for us. We always try and expand what we do, and being able to put together something that's like, it's one of the heaviest songs on the record, but it's also one of the softest songs on the record. So to be able to have those dynamics and have it represent us in a way that's really, really true without it seeming cut and paste and like we're phoning in some pop chorus or something like that, it means a lot to us. So I'm stoked that we can run it as a single.
One last thing, walk me through the rest of the year.
Oh man. First of all, we get to play today on the main stage. They're letting us on the main stage, Sonic Temple, which is a big deal for us. Like a big deal.
Quite the view from up there.
Quite the view, yeah. It's going to be fantastic. We're psyched. So we get that. We go home for 4 weeks, and then we head off to Europe for basically all of the summer. We have the biggest shows we've ever played. Like, we're headlining or co-headlining a lot of festivals over there this summer, which is madness. Like 120,000. I think we're headlining a festival in Poland to 500,000 people, which is... what the hell? Didn't know that even exists in this day and age. Like, when I got the numbers, I'm like, oh, someone messed up and put an extra 0 on the end of this.
Now, is that one of those crowds that's so big that the sound towers are placed?
Yeah.
That you can watch the sound wave, not the physical
sound
wave, but the reaction to the sound wave is different because they're so far away.
Dude, I've never even seen a crowd that big. I watched Guns N' Roses play to 120,000 last year and looked at that crowd and was like, that is messed up. It's as far as you can, like, it just turns into Where's Wally Blur. And then, like, to think that, like, we get to play for crowds like that this year is... the hell? Like, what the hell? It's awesome. We're ready for it. Like, the show we've got is wild, but it's still, I don't know, it's just hard to wrap your head around.
You're not just going to, you're going to think twice before going out there. You know?
Man. It is. It's just one of those things where there's a lot of times on stage already where we turn to each other and we're like, this is actually happening. Look at that crowd. But when it reaches something like this, I just don't even, I think I'm just going to like
that's
close
scary
my eyes.
Though. That's,
yeah, it is. When you fall over, that many people watch you fall over. Yeah, it's good. We're gonna be on our toes, but like we have a really, really good show, and like we are well versed in how to make this happen, and it's really cool to be at the point where someone gives you that opportunity because they know that you can deliver. Like it's not like they're like, oh, we'll give you a chance, whatever, just headline it. We'll give you a chance with all these people. Like it's going good. So
it's a prime example, Winston, my friend, of be careful what you wish for.
Hey man, coming from a dude that's like bordering on like the anxiety side of things and that used to have stage fright as a kid, I don't know if this was...
Don't dwell on those now.
Exactly.
Just wipe it from your mind until after the gig.
That's it.
You're just asking for trouble.
Yeah, that's it.
Great to see you.
Thanks, Lou. Thanks for having me.
Winston McCall from Parkway Drive. I'm Lou Brutus. We are backstage at Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio.